Hello and welcome back to the mat. My name is Tati and today we'll be moving through a gentle sequence of restorative yoga poses. So this is perfect for if you're feeling very tired and you just want to get a bit of gentle movement in, or if you've done a lot of vigorous exercise and your muscles are feeling a bit stiff and you just want to get rid of some of that stiffness, to lengthen and de-stiff your muscles. So we will be making use of a bolster in today's class. If you don't have a bolster, don't worry, you can always use a pillow or blanket that's kind of rolled up into a little sausage shape like that. And I would encourage you to find somewhere quiet we can practice undisturbed, have something warm at hand, because we won't be moving through very fast poses where we're generating our own body heat. So it might be nice to just have something cozy like a jumper or a blanket nearby. And with that, I'd say let's get started today, lying down on our back. So you can come down onto your mat, bringing the feet mat width distance apart and letting the knees fall in towards the midline. Hands resting on your belly. Closing down the eyes and just arriving in your practice. Any to-do lists, thoughts of the future or the past, you can let all of that go now. This time that you've carved out for yourself for yoga, it's just to be present right here, right now, with nothing to do, nowhere to be. Tuning in with the sensation of the belly rising and falling as you inhale and exhale. Take a moment to notice if you're holding on to any tension in your jaw, your forehead, your neck or shoulders. Sending the breath to these areas and feel the tension melting away. Exhale, releasing the legs along the length of the mat. And here you can hug your right knee in towards your chest. If it doesn't feel comfortable to have the left leg straight, you can always keep the left foot resting on the mat with the knee bent. Relaxing the shoulders back towards the earth. And you can stay still if that's what you're called to do today, otherwise gently rocking the knee from left to right. You'll start to feel a gentle opening in the hip. Try keeping the whole length of the back on the mat. And finding back to stillness and center before gently drawing the right knee over and across to the left side. So you're coming into a supine twist. Don't worry if the right knee doesn't quite reach the ground. You can always place your bolster underneath your knee or your pillow. This will help create some length. And then bringing the right arm to the right side, spiraling the chest open towards the sky. Inhale, slowly coming back through center. You can keep the bolster to the side. Straightening the right leg and drawing the left knee in towards the chest. And again, the option to stay still or gently rocking the left knee from side to side. Opening the left hip, massaging the lower spine, which should be making contact with the mat. Finding stillness in center before drawing the left knee over and across the body. And again, if you have a bolster or pillow, it might feel nice to place it underneath the left knee. Left arm opens to the side as you spiral the chest open towards the sky, finding that nice twist in the lower spine. This is really good to release tension in the hip area, which builds up for anyone who sits a lot, which is most of us. Inhale, slowly coming out of the pose. Resting back in constructive rest, so with the knees falling in towards one another, hands on the belly. Just a few breaths to reset the spine. And then slowly, in your own time, finding a way up into a seated position. So taking your time here. Bringing the bottoms of the feet to touch. So knees fall to either side. And to make it more comfortable, you can always place a pillow or bolster under each knee. Only an option, you don't have to. And then folding as far forward as feels comfortable. So you can round the spine, keeping the chin tucked, using either your own body weight, or again, you can make use of a bolster, placing it so that the bolster points away from you, the short edge is in towards your belly, and then letting yourself round forward onto the bolster. Enjoying this forward fold, forming a little cocoon with your body. A nice release for the back. And with every exhalation, slowly notice as your muscles soften and let go just that little bit more. Inhale, slowly lifting yourself back up, moving the bolster to one side and finding into a child's pose. So whatever way you're finding your way here, knees are wide apart, big heels touching, and then melting the upper body down towards the earth, resting the forehead on the mat with the arms up and overhead. And see if this feels comfortable to you. Otherwise, again, option to use the bolster or pillow, so sliding the short edge between your knees, and then you can rest the upper body on the bolster, maybe placing one cheek or the other cheek onto the bolster. Inhale, slowly pressing yourself up and moving your props to the side, sitting down and finding a straddle position. So open the legs wide as feels comfortable, and we're not going as far as we possibly can. We still want to keep this nice and restorative. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can also place the feet flat on the mat with the knees bent and folding forward like that. Otherwise, straightening the legs wide into straddle position, either resting with the hands just on the inside of the thighs, or again, we have option for the bolster and letting yourself melt forward as far as feels comfortable. Finding into dragonfly pose. Inhale, gently walking yourself back up, taking your time, moving your props to the side. So we'll be preparing for the final rest in a pose called bumponalog. So you will need 2 pillows or bolsters, one at the back of the mat because you're going to rest your feet on here, and then one that will go just underneath your pelvis, so here where you feel your hip bones. So placing them long way across your mat, And then finding your way in, so your knees are between the bolsters, resting the backs of your feet on the back bolster, and then coming down, so the front bolster should be directly underneath your hips, and coming down, finding anywhere that feels comfortable for your arms. If for whatever reason this doesn't feel comfortable, you can come onto your back, finding a traditional shavasana. It can feel nice to place one cheek to the side. I like to have my hands up overhead in a diamond or cactus shape, but feel what feels good for you. Inhale. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. Otherwise, joining me by gently pressing yourself up. Coming to find a seated position, resting the hands on the knees, closing down the eyes. Noticing how your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body feel now at the end of practice. Bringing the palms together, thumbs to the third eye for clear thoughts, to the lips for truthful words, and to your heart, may your heart always lead your way. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing this restorative yoga practice with me. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you're feeling really relaxed. If you enjoyed the video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribing to the channel is also a really great way to support me, and you can head over to my Instagram to follow for more behind the scenes. Thank you again so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you on the mat again soon.